from the time I was a little kid, I've known I wanted to do something, have some way to control. I remember reading when I was my first Outdoor Life magazine, reading about quality deer management. And I thought, wow, what a novel idea. And we own a fair bit of property by West Virginia standards, nothing like, the ranches in Texas where we could control everything because we had 500,000 acres. But, we had a couple thousand acres. So, but even then, the idea of a quality deer management program with neighbors who weren't on board was just a pipe dream. And I knew that even as a young age. So early on, I discovered, hey, if I could build a fence and control what was inside, and more importantly, what happened, I could keep them from going outside and meeting their fate as yearlings, so I wanted to do that early on. The cost was, never, it's not something I could ever afford early on. And so I moved back to the farm after, a early career doing other stuff. I moved back to our farm in 2007 and built this house. And literally the day I moved in, I said, I'm ready. I'm going to start researching like how to proceed from here. So from 2007 for probably 12 or 13 years, I researched deer farming a lot before I put my first post in the ground or did any of the official paperwork. So I've known for a long time I wanted to do it, but I just was able to pull the trigger and put the first post in the ground in 2020, early 2020, and got that all wrapped up
So
towards the
that,
end of 2020.
yeah, that initial like inspiration when you were a young kid was based off of the outdoors and hunting, I'm assuming.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
hunting since I'm old enough to remember. But
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
it's so interesting because like this is the truth. I do not know anyone in the deer business, at least personally, that did not enter into the deer farming business from a hunting perspective. Like
yeah,
everyone I know, just like hunters, fishermen, outdoors people,
absolutely.
and they like caught that whatever that bug is that I personally think it's like just in our DNA to interact with nature like that.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
like it just like that was always the transition in, you
Yep,
know?
for sure.
So
And it,
it's
it had nothing to do with gain, with monetary gain whatsoever. I never even once considered the fact of how much money could be made.
mm,
I just knew how much it was going to cost to do it. But my love for deer and being able to see him and interact with him every day, not just from October to the end of December when I'm out in the woods looking for him, but being able to be around him every day.